The following is an exclusive presentation of the Nccu Sports Network.
Talking about the big win this weekend.
Well, I think it was a great win, not only for the university, but for our young men. You know, they came out there, I think it was a statement game with a chip on their shoulder, remembering what happened last year on national television. And they competed for 4 quarters, and we were able to come out on top.
Well, Coach, if you were able to get a jump, a nice little boost from you guys after last week's win, what did this week does?
It would be great, you know, to have a chance to go undefeated again in MEAC conference play would be great for our goals. You know, we talk about it from the get-go, trying to win a MEAC championship, trying to be ranked in the top 25 in the country, and I think this is another step, helps get another step close to that goal.
And I guess when you go to practice this week, that you know, when they see some of the things working and you're getting wins, and especially in the conference, you know, it makes practice easier, I guess.
It does. You know, everybody's on board. The morale is always better when you're winning. And, you know, I think they saw some things that we've been preaching over the last few months all come to fruition on last Saturday. You know, things start to kind of gel. Offensive, defensive, and special teams have all started to kind of come together. And we're kind of clicking and gelling right at the right point.
So how you see things when you look at Morgan State this week? How you see things?
Extremely physical football team. You know, great size. One of the top running backs, not only in the MEAC but in the nation right now. Defensively, they have one of the best pass rushers we feel like in the country. So they're a good football team, and they're just like us. They're kind of hot, and they're playing good football.
Went on the road last week. So what do you see in your guys when you hit the road again this week? What do you see in your guys on the road that makes you winners?
We usually play pretty good on the road. You know, our team seems to be very focused, very detail-oriented, a lot of no distractions. So, you know, I don't ever worry about us on the road, to be honest with you.
Coach, last week you put on the scoreboard last year's game against South Carolina State. You could certainly use that kind of motivation here against Morgan State. They got up big on us here. Is that even something you even thought about?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's going to be the same case this week. You know, it was last year was our homecoming. They came in our place and they beat us. This year is their homecoming. So, you know, obviously we're going to try to be getting a little revenge, and you know, we're going to have our hands full because, like I said, they're a quality opponent and they're playing great football right now. New head coach, new regime, so they got a lot of energy as far as their players as well.
2-0 in the league. You know, how do you balance this with your guys? What do you tell them? You know, it's like same thing, or do they get too high to get the big hits? What do you do?
We tell them don't get too high, don't get too low. You know, stay the course. We always preach about a one-game playoff, and we take it one game at a time. This is the most important game on the schedule right now, and that's all that matters to us. And our focus is totally on Morgan State. You know, I made a rule. We don't even talk about South Carolina State from last week. It's all about moving forward and for the rest of the season.
What makes Morgan State so effective running the ball?
They do a really good job. Their new offense coordinator does a great job of spreading people out, creating lanes for their running back. You know, he's one of the top guys we feel like in the conference. And, you know, they're a little bit different in South Carolina State because they play the game a little bit more in space. But they do also have the ability to throw the football, and that's one thing you can't ever forget they can do.
Do you talk to your guys about, like, you know, hey, you know, we're 2-0 now. Every game now becomes, you know, bigger and more important than the next game?
Well, I think every game is important. In the MEAC conference, you know, one game, you know, could cost you the conference championship or could be the difference between you not going to the playoffs. So, I mean, every game is the same focus, attention to detail. We just stay the course. We have a way that we go about handling business and preparing, and we're not going to change, you know, no matter whether it's a championship game or no matter whether it's a non-conference opponent.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the Nccu Sports Network.